after that situation or whatever the case may be, we wound up getting into it. He's calling his people, I'm calling my people. You know, he wound up trying to fake apologize. You know, I wound up taking him home, which I did not want to do, but I was arguing with him and his people like, oh, I'm not taking him home. But it's like we was in the middle of the airport. Like, I can't explain it, but whatever. I wound up taking him home. He wound up trying to make up for it, like give me kiss and doing all that, and I was just not feeling it. So that situation wound up happening. We wound up not speaking. It was before Christmas, so it was like like 2 weeks before Christmas, a week, yeah, like a week and a half. And you know, during the time we wasn't speaking, I just kind of felt like, I don't know what it is with me, but it's just like in that moment I was hurt and everything like that, but I still was holding on to the idea of us being together. And the year prior to, for Christmas, he wound up getting me a hat from Louis Vuitton or whatever. And it's like me, I would just be so grateful because, you know, I'm not really used to getting stuff. So it was just kind of like, or getting stuff from guys or whatever. So it was just kind of like, I'm going to get you something this year. Even after he did that, I went and I got him, oh my God. You know, some time went by, we didn't speak. And you know, I was just like, you know what? I'm willing to put that behind me. I still want to be with him. So I went to the mall and I went to K Jewelers and I bought him an $800 pair of earrings. And I told I wrote his friend and his cousin, like, oh, you think he would like these earrings, you know? And he later on wound up like nearly cursing me out behind that because he was like, don't be writing my people, asking them questions. You talk to me first. And I'm just like, ew. Like, I was asking him if you would like this gift. I wasn't it wasn't nothing weird going on. I was just asking if you would like the gift. I was trying to surprise you. Like, ew, you're being weird. So that was weird. But anyways, literally the day of Christmas Eve, he had went out. He was in a club. And while we was together that time, he was in the process of getting his big chain with the pendant and everything like that. So he was in a whole different bag. And I thought the earrings would like look nice with his chain or whatever. So I had wound up getting them. The day before Christmas Eve, he was in a club and some girl wound up recording herself on his phone. And he had put, because, you know, I'm going to do my investigations, but he had put a heart under one of her photos. So I'm like, oh, and it was recent. So I'm looking at things in real time. And the funny part is, what's funny about that is I had a feeling something was happening. Like my soul, my intuition was, my stomach, like, you know, a woman knows. A woman knows. And I just had this feeling. And I was just kind of like, something is not right. Something is not right. And I went that whole time when we wasn't speaking without looking on his page or nothing. And something wasn't right. I looked and that's exactly what I saw. I'm booing, crying. I'm so hurt. This, that, and the third. I was debating if I should take back his gift or not, which I should have just took the damn gift back. But I wound up dropping the gift off to his mother's house. Wait, what happened? Before I even dropped the gift off to his mother's house, when I was writing him and texting him and this, that, and the third, he went missing on me. He went missing on me. So I'm just sitting here like, oh, he's probably with that girl, like, which I'm pretty sure he was, knowing him, like, he was with the girl. And then when he finally did wind up speaking to me the next day, he was drunk, he fell asleep in his car, and I'm sitting there, I'm screaming at him, S my D, da 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 da, I'm going crazy on him. Like, when he really hurts my feelings, like, I talk so crazy to him. Like, I will tell him to go, like, I be so hurt. I will say the most evil, hurtfulest things is like, why you keep trying to hurt me, bro? And we didn't even break up. Like, I get we stopped talking and stuff, but we was still in a relationship. Because let me had this something, he would have said we was in a relationship. You see how it work one way and don't work the other way, right? He over there laughing with me with his family, like, what's this B talking about? Laughing, like, teasing me, taunting me. And I was on my back. I was so hurt. I was so mad. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to just drop my gift off to you and we just going to be done. Like, we just gonna be done. Rookie mistake. I should have never did that. I dropped the earrings off to him, his mother, her life. I was hurt, whatever. Time went past. Don't ask me how we wound up speaking again. I'm trying to picture what the year of 2021 looked like. Boom, early 2021. We wound up speaking again, and I don't know how we wound up speaking again, but I remember this one particular conversation that we had that still hurts my feelings to this day. He basically said, mind you, we was having a regular casual conversation. We was cool at this point, like it was regular. And he just basically said, Getting those earrings was the worst gift I could have ever got him. That wasn't even real diamonds. It wasn't VVS diamonds. I should have never got him that. It was literally the worst thing I could have ever thought of. $800 on some earrings? $800 on some earrings? $800 on earrings for somebody who just put their hands on me and just discourages me and is so nasty to me? And I still thought about you first. I didn't even get... I no, I'm lying. I went to Pandora and I got me something. He didn't even think to give me nothing. He didn't even think to give me nothing. And this is what you say about the gift that I got you, that I really thought you would love? Mind you, I'm pretty sure I asked why he don't be wearing his earrings, because he had earrings from the jewelry he got his chain from. And that's what he was like, oh, it's not real VVS diamonds, this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, that's not even real diamonds. Like, it's not even real. And I'm like, what? What? Why would you say that to somebody? Like, it's like he just said the worst things to me. Like, and it's some of these things, I don't even want to say some. A lot of these things were unwarranted. It's like he just wanted to be, wanted me to hurt, wanted me to feel terrible. Like, I can't explain it. Once again, this is why I felt like he always had it out for me. Because why are you like that? I would never say that to him. He could have got me a fucking spray bottle and I would never be like, this is the worst gift you could have ever gave me. Like, you know, it was just real evil. Time goes by, whatever. I wound up coming to Atlanta for the first time, and me and my friends was having a ball. We was having a blast. It was good. What happened during most of the trip, I'm on the phone arguing with him, crying to the point where my friend is like, get off the phone. Like, hang up on him. Like, he does not care about you. Let it go. Like, no. This was the second phone call that my friend said. I mixed it up. But she was just basically like, hang up the phone, bro. Like, hang up the phone. Stop arguing with him. Like, hang up the phone. Hang up the phone. And I'm just still going back and forth for him, whatever the case may be. He see I'm looking good, posting pictures. He just in his bag. Like, I don't know why he was just feeling like that, but whatever. Next month comes. So, now we're extra cool for some reason. Now he's being extra nice to me. You know, he's talking to me nice. He's being patient with me. Like, it's so many different things. Mind you, a lot of these times I forgot. This is one of the main things he used to tell me. He used to always call me dumb. He always used to call me dumb. And I'm just like, why would you say that to somebody you love? Like, it's his thing, because he's really smart and intelligent. You know, he has a way with his words. Like, he's very advanced. And he's a little bit younger than me, but he's a little bit, literally by a few months. Y'all can put together the months. But he's very intelligent. So for him to call me dumb made me feel dumb. I felt like I was stupid. Like, I felt like I couldn't get nothing right. I felt like I wasn't doing anything right. Like, I just felt just horrible. So around this time, he wasn't treating me like I was dumb. Like, he was treating me great. So he wanted me to come out to, you know, Florida to come see him or whatever the case may be. So everybody was telling me not to go. And I was like, I'm going to just go spend some time with him. So I went. I was like, I'm going to spend like 3 weeks with him, whatever the case may be. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to do what I got to do. I get out there. He's like, I'm so happy to see you. Like, I can't wait. This, that, and the third. I'm like, I can't wait to see you too. Like, you know, because I really loved him. Like, don't mix up what I'm saying for, like, yeah, I don't even want to say I feel like I lost feelings for him, because I don't think at no point I really lost feelings for him. I felt like I just kept trying to move on and it just wasn't working, because as soon as he was ready, yeah, I felt like it don't work when you're ready for it to work, but I always somehow made it work for when he wanted it to work. You understand? Because I really loved him. I really cared about him, and I really, 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 really did love him. I did. And when I got out there, everything was good, you know, until it wasn't. So I'm out there and we're barely doing anything. Mind you, I'm planning a helicopter ride for his birthday. I'm trying to plan all different types of shit with my little money. Like, I was ready to go crazy about him. And eventually, I was tired of sitting up in that house. And I get he was going through what he was going through, but you asked me to come out here. I didn't say, oh, let me come out there and spend some time. No, he wanted me to come out there. Now, you outside any other time. Any other time I'm not with you or we're not speaking, you're outside, you got cars, you driving around, you at this spot, you at that spot, you getting breakfast here, lunch here, you having fun here, doing this. And every time I get around you, now you don't got nothing on the agenda. Like, you don't want to do nothing with me. Like, it's just reminding me of before, the year prior to, when he wasn't doing nothing with me. Like, that shit really made me feel some type of way. So I'm like, all right, we getting there now. He's starting to go outside with his friends, doing the same thing he was doing before. They going to the strip club. No, I'm lying. They was going to the studio, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, so you can find time to stay out with your mans all night, but you can't even take me nowhere to, like, you know? That Valentine's Day, he wound up taking me to, like, this childish ass seafood restaurant. Like, they had a vivid kids menu, okay? And it was just like me, once again, I'm grateful for everything. But it's like, you could have did something cute. You could have went to get me a damn flower, a card, something. You just took me to this childish ass restaurant, and then you was on the phone with your friends the whole time. He was texting the whole time. Mind you, when I was getting ready and getting dressed to go to this place, he making fun of my sandals, because at the time I had wore a pair of my stepmother's sandals, because I ain't have no sandals to match this outfit. It was some like Chanel sandals or whatever the case may be, like the thong sandal. And he was like, I hate those sandals. Like, they are so ugly. Like, you better not be going out with me with them sandals on. Like, he was just doing the most. And I'm like, once again, you did not have to say that. Like, why you keep trying to bring me down? Like, you keep trying to make sure you drag me down with you. And it's like, you so mean and like miserable. Like, why are you like that? But I still ignored all of that, and we still went out to eat. And then that's what he was doing while we was out. And it was just kind of like, this how you treat me when we out? Yeah, after that we went to the strip club and everything like that, whatever. I tried to put some heels on, do a little 1-2, whatever the case may be. It was vibes in here, but I was just really pretending at that point. Sorry, y'all. My camera is just doing the most right now. I'm trying to stay on track or whatever. I know this video has been so long so far, but stick with me. So, alright, y'all. So, I had to interrupt real quick because a big piece of my video had deleted, and y'all missed kind of a big chunk of the story. So, basically, after we went to the strip club, of course, I was still in there for probably like a week or whatever the case may be, and we just started bickering because you got me sitting up cooped up in this house, and you now going outside to the studio with your friends. So it's just kind of like, now you finding things to do. Of course, you want to escape and you want to get out the house, but you don't want to find nothing for me to do. Like, you don't want to go sit by the pool, you don't want to take a walk, you don't want to do nothing. Like, you're not trying to do anything. So I'm just like, all right. So we wound up getting into a whole argument behind that, because I just felt like that's real messed up. Like, all right. And the next thing you know, we start getting into this whole heated argument, y'all. It just got so bad. And then it got so bad to the point where he was trying to shush me or make me be quiet because of the neighbors, and if I get him arrested, then he gonna try to get his sister to beat me up and all this extraness. And then when I'm like, all right, so do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Then it's like, oh, you're scary, you're a pussy, you're not even like that, da, da, da. It's like, you're not gonna sit here and threaten me and think I'm gonna be scared behind what you're saying to me. Like, you're not scaring me. You're not scaring me. But if I send them same threats, who? Send anybody. Relax, okay? All of that. Anyways, so I think that was the first time he said some shit like that to me, and I'm just like, you're a weirdo. You're literally a weirdo. So we getting into it, it's heated, da da da, whatever. So then I'm in the room, we wasn't even communicating, we stopped speaking, like we wasn't even sleeping in the same bed, you know, for a few days. And then I just say, you know what, I'm not staying here. Like, I'm not about to sit and be miserable in this house. So I left. And before I left, it was like his birthday weekend. I had a whole helicopter and just a whole thing planned for him. All of that was canceled. I canceled everything, booked my flight, and I did. So I went back home, and I'm just like, all right, you know what, it is what it is. It is what it is. So then I'm like, you know what? I already went to Atlanta. I already like Atlanta. I want to move to Atlanta. So I'm like, all right, cool. One thing about me, when I say I'm going to do something, I do it. It don't matter how short a time, but it don't matter nothing. One thing about me, I'm very determined. I'm very determined. So I'm just like, all right, I'm going to move to Atlanta. Boom. That happened in February. Guess who get the keys to the apartment in Atlanta? Cool. So my whole intention of moving to Atlanta was not only to get a new beginning. I feel like everybody moved to Atlanta to get a fresh start. Like, everybody, you know, everybody moved to a new city to get a fresh start, whatever. And it was cool. Like, my first couple of days in Atlanta was cool. I was flying back and forth to New York because, you know, I still have events that was going on in New York. Actually, that whole time, like from April to December, really, I had mad stuff to do in New York. So I was constantly flying back to New York. What else I was doing? It was just a breath of fresh air, and it was just kind of like, I got my own place now. This is my first official apartment to myself. I don't gotta share nothing in here like I was doing the college suites and all that extras. I didn't have to share nothing. So I was so hyped. The apartment was super fire. Like, everything was good. Now, of course, me and him still single. Of course, we still talking here and there, whatever the case may be, being toxic. Like, same old cycle, y'all. Same old cycle. And I wound wound up meeting this guy in my building or whatever, and he took me on a date. Like, he was cool, he was handsome, whatever the case may be. And I actually seen him twice before he asked me to go on a date. And I'm just like, I'm single, I'm in a new city, what's up? Like, I knew this man was doing him, and I seen him doing him. He wanted to put on shows for the internet. That's why it's so funny how he like, oh, he don't do the internet stuff, and I'm corny for doing this internet stuff. And it's just like, you literally do the same thing. Like, please, probably don't put your business or whatever, but you do the same internet. Like, don't try to act like you any better, like, for real. So I get to Atlanta, I'm going on a date, this, that, and the third. I'm living my life. So now comes to the big situation that he swears just broke him down so bad. So basically, he's out there single doing him, and I'm out here single doing me. And one of my exes hit me up, or whatever the case may be. We was just like chopping it up or whatever, and then he was like, basically like, he'll fly out here and spend some time with me. And I was just like, all right, like, I feel like this boy been showing me so many times how he don't fuck with me, and I was just like, I have no reason to turn down anything anybody's trying to do for me right now. Like, I'm living my life. And don't get me wrong, I was finding excuses, because a part of me still felt like I should be loyal to him, but a big part of me is like, are you dumb? Like, of course I was doing a lot of dumb stuff, but I really was thinking like, so you're not going to mess with nobody because of him? Absolutely not, because God knows he was doing everything he wanted to do in every way. Me and H, we still talking, and then he's like, oh, he want to fly out here. Then he was talking about all different types of stuff. Like, he was talking about family stuff, baby stuff. Like, he's just talking. I'm just like ignoring him, and a part of me was entertaining it, but I really was not entertaining it. I'm like, we're not having a baby. Like, we're not doing none of that. Like, we're not ready for none of that. Like, whatever the case may be, which is ironic. He wound up coming probably like almost 2 weeks later, like a week and a half to like 2 weeks later, whatever the case may be. So we out there spending time, and it's like, when I came to get him from the airport, literally, we said our highs, this, that, and the third. 5 minutes from the airport, the boy that I went on a date with texted me, and it popped up on my dashboard. So he like, who's that? And I'm just like, nobody. Like, it's not nobody to worry about, whatever the case may be. We start going back and forth about it, back and forth. He's making it a whole big thing, and I just feel like, why are you making it a big thing? I just said it's nobody you need to worry about. Like, it's not that serious. And it's just kind of like, he was pressing the issue, and I'm like, I didn't see why he was pressing the issue, because you're doing you. Literally, if he would have opened his phone at that very moment, it's just kind of like, we would have both been in there probably crying, seriously. So it's like, I hate the fact that when it comes time for me, because it's a lot of times where he's in my space and in my situation, so it's easier for him to find out something about me, but I never got the chance to really find out something about him unless I really did my investigating. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, act like you single and you doing you out there, and let's just brush this off and have a good night. Like, don't do that. I'm thinking we're gonna spend like a weekend together, or a week, something like that. He never left. That's how all of this wound up unfolding, you know. So we were spending time, you know, doing whatever he's doing, whatever. And then he's like, oh, one day we went to the store, and then next thing you know, I left my phone unlocked. I left my business phone unlocked in the car. How did I do that? Y'all, he went through everything. He saw everything, child. He basically saw that I was with my ex. So obviously it hurt him, because that was the ex D from way long ago. So, you know, it always hit different when it's the ex, like, from way before, that you feel like they still, like, you feel like, you know, that they had a serious relationship before, so you still feel like they into it now. And it's like, I understand why he may have felt like that, but I felt like, once again, I kept telling you, I was so used to going back to old dudes, it was just kind of like nothing for me, because I was just scared to start new, start fresh. You got to get to know me, all that extra stuff, right? He basically pressed me about it while I was in the store. I'm like, oh my God. So when I get back out the store, I want to tell him everything, but it's just kind of like, what are you mad for? Like, I get what you mad for, but act like you're doing you too. And it's just like, I was kind of confused why he was mad. It's like, I kind of understood, but I really didn't understand why he was making it a big thing. So he took that opportunity to now tell me what he did. So he's like, oh yeah, and remember the moment you did so and so? Oh yeah, I went and did this with this girl. Oh, and remember that time when this, that, and the third? Oh yeah, I went and had a third. Yeah, that happened this time. Oh, and remember Shorty from the yeah, I did something with her too. Literally, he was going straight for at least 30 minutes. Just talking about all the different women he was messing with this whole time. And I'm like, of course he purposely did that to hurt my feelings, because we was in a situation where I know you doing you, and you know I'm doing me, but nobody's getting caught up. So it's just like, whoever get caught first, and I want to get caught first, rookie mistake. I don't know how I was so like just like careless with, you know, that. So I was just like, oh my God, now we both upset, whatever the case may be. We get back to the house and we just had to talk. We, you know, emotional crying, because it's just like, now that everything is out in the forefront, it's just kind of like, all right, so now what? So we decided from there to stay together, you know, whatever the case may be. And it was cool at first when we thought we both did something, so now let's get through it together, until, you know, until it wasn't. You understand what I'm saying? And that's when we did the whole videos together, and we was talking about coming clean and taking accountability, and he was crying, doing all this emotional stuff, acting like he's not emotional, whatever. And I peeped a lot of y'all said like, and he was even fake crying in that video. No, he was doing all of this to you, girl. Yes, mind you, I didn't even say, when we first got back from the airport, we was fighting that whole time. I'm talking fighting, I'm ripping his braids, he trying to get my phone, like it was just crazy. This is before he went in my phone. So I'm not, look, somebody get your phone, you ready to blueface break the door down, like don't touch my phone, you feel what I'm saying? So we was fighting, and then I'm calling my people, he's calling his people. It's this whole big thing just for us to wind up making up at the end of the night. Like not even at the end, like midway through all of this, crying and all. And I'm just like, this is so toxic. Like this is like some movie shit. Like, oh my God, it's not funny, but it's just sick. Anyways, so now, yeah, we made the video, this, that, and the third, and it's just like, after that, he just never got over it. And I think he expected a certain level of I don't even know what exactly he was looking for, but I feel like he wanted to have control over me, what I do with my money, like all different types of stuff, because, you know, I had to go to New York for my best friend Jenna reveal. He was making a big deal about that because he was now moving into the apartment, and he wanted me to be there for him. But I'm like, I've been booked a flight. This is my godchild. This is my best friend's son. You're able to do this by yourself. Like, don't sit there and be like, oh, I'm selfish for going down there. And he gave me a hard time the whole time I was in New York. Like, I'm so selfish. We even had to do a mediation on the phone with my mother and all different types of stuff like that. Don't think all of this is gonna stop just because you're here now. Like, don't do that. So he was doing that, trying to control me, when I'm coming in the house, what time I'm coming in the house, and all different type, like just trying to like belittle me. And it's like, the more he sat in the house and didn't have nothing to do, the more he felt some type of way behind what I had going on. So it always made the situation like harder. So more and more he had time to sit in the house and think about, you know, what he found on my phone. And it's just like, now we fighting over dumb stuff every little second, getting into physical fights and altercations. It was just like this the whole 2021 for the rest of that year. We was good, then we was bad, then we was good, then we was bad, then we was good, then we was worse. Then it was like, it was just a whole cycle throughout that whole year. So I'm just like, okay, I don't know what to tell you, because it came to a point where I'm like, stop bringing this up. Like, stop talking about this situation with this guy. Like, I understand you're hurt, but I'm hurt about a lot of things that you did. And if somebody trying to move forward in a relationship, you cannot be harboring old things, because what's the point of moving forward? You understand what I'm saying? So it was just kind of like, okay, you're annoying me and I don't want to hear about this no more, because I'm being good to you and you're treating me bad because you in your feelings about this situation. If you're gonna be in your feelings about it and not try to get past it, leave me alone. Leave me alone, because if I was sitting here nagging you about all the girls you told me about, we would never be happy. We would never be happy. So that's when he became more mean and just nasty. That's when he became more mean. That's when he became more nasty, and it just became this whole big thing, y'all. But all of this was happening throughout the year, and as time went on and the more fights we had, and the more he was just being mean and just nasty and trying to control me and all different types of stuff, tell me what to do, make me feel dumb. It's just, everything was just draining. And eventually throughout the rest of the year, it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out, and I was just mentally already leaving the relationship. And by the time of like the end of the year, I just was kind of like, it's like, of course, like I said, like I always say, I did still love him. I still did want to be with him at that point for whatever reason. But it was still kind of like, okay, well, this is clearly what's going to be going on in the relationship. So, child, it didn't get no better. It just got worse. And it's funny because we had went through a situation that summer, I believe it was, and that situation brought us closer together because it was so much going on. I was sick. It was just a lot going on. And I thought that situation mid-year would, you know, help the relationship and get us closer and do whatever this is. Obviously, I didn't choose for it to happen, but I thought that was gonna, you know, count for something, and it still didn't. Anyways, let's just move forward. So after this, it was just little things that we would just constantly get into fights about, and he had a lot going on in his personal life that just really affected our relationship. And you know, he was in one phase of his life, he felt like he gave up everything to come to Atlanta and be with me, and I just felt like, no, you impulsively moved here and just decided that you want to be with me all of a sudden, but it was nothing we ever discussed. I never told you to come here, I want to be with you, and then you came and then I tried to shit on you. Like, you decided to do that on your own without talking to me about it and see what my head is. Like, yeah, we still entertain each other, but we was still actively arguing as well. So I don't know what he had going on, but I'm just thinking, look, I'm in Atlanta, I'm about to start dating again, like I'm about to start doing my ones, I'm about to restart my life. I went to Atlanta to get out of that mindset with him and open myself up to a whole new different lifestyle. I was trying to get rid of that situation. So let's move on. Another year went by. This is still 2021, so we're gonna go into 2022. You know, the holidays just wasn't, like, our holidays together just wasn't good. It was kind of empty. I wasn't happy. I'm pretty sure he was unhappy, and we just was kind of existing in each other's world. It was lonely. It was dark. You know, I just learned how to start cooking in when my first college dorm, actually. And I started to learn to cook a little bit more. And, you know, he started to learn to cook some things or whatever the case may be. But it just wasn't, I don't know. Like, it just wasn't that. I don't know what it was. But, yeah, I remember the Thanksgiving was horrible. New Year's, I'm just watching the fireworks from my room. Wasn't nothing going on. We was just in there miserable. Valentine's Day came, nothing. Like, we didn't do nothing, wasn't on nothing. It was just nothing, no effort, no nothing. I felt like he felt like if he was unhappy, then nobody could be happy. So that's why he didn't try to make the effort. The relationship had died, y'all. And I feel like it died, and I feel like for a while he kept trying to breathe life into it. And this is when I really started to give up, because I just felt like, you're worse now that I live with you. And I can't control you. Like, your anger gets the best of you. You want to put your hands on me all the time. Like, I remember there was this one time we was making spaghetti or something like that, and we had gotten to it because he wanted to put sugar in the spaghetti to balance out the soda. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And I didn't want to I told him he could just make his own plate and put sugar on his. I didn't want no sugar in my spaghetti because I like hot sauce on my spaghetti. Like, it was just different, and I didn't see it as a big deal. Like, we didn't even have to put it in a pot. I could have put what I want to put on mine. He could have put what he put on his. We wound up getting into a badass argument. Now he's talking crazy to me, I'm talking crazy to him. Now he's trying to fight me, and then we fought, and it was this whole big thing. And I'm just like, are you serious? Over spaghetti? Like, we're fighting over spaghetti. Like, it never gave fight over spaghetti. Like, we was just too at edge with each other all the time. And for me, it was a defense thing, because I'm not going to sit there and put my hands on a man, and I'm not going to sit here and provoke you to put your hands on me. But it's like, he didn't like the way I was talking. But it's like, if you talking to me like that, what you think I'm going to just sit in the corner and go like this? It never gave that. So I was never like... Anyways, moving forward. So now I'm going to just go straight to the big fight, because I know this video is like almost over an hour at this point. I had asked him a question about his finances and helping me, because, you know, I'm not even gonna go into it too much, but let's just say I was holding it down for us the whole time we was together. At that time, he did what he could, but I was holding it down. So I just asked him a question, like, what's up? I was getting tired. Like, you treating me bad, you're mad, mean, you're nice when you feel like it, but I'm still taking care of everything, and I'm still not trying to demasculate you at the same time, which he swore I did. All I did was demasculate him. But it's like, if I really demasculated you, you would know. Like, I would say certain things where it wouldn't be confusion. Like, I would say what I really wanted to say, but I wouldn't even want to say that to him, because I'm not going to say it trying to purposefully hurt you. Especially, I'm not going to knock you while you down. Like, what's up? Like, anyways, he just got so mad. I asked him about finances and everything like that. He got mad defensive. He jumped up in my face trying to do that intimidating thing he always do. And I'm not gonna lie, I jumped back in his face. It was like, stop sitting here trying to be a bully. Like, if you want to do something, then really do it. That's what I said. All of that and everything. Of course, he attacked me, whatever. Now we're really fighting. The dogs is there. Like, it's this whole big thing. You know, when you fighting, physically fighting around dogs, they start jumping into it or whatever the case may be. Oh my God. I don't even know if I'm gonna put the video in here or not, but I was just, you could tell by my shirt, I was fighting for my life. And it's not funny, but I was fighting for my life. And then he literally finished. It was like, now you could tell people I really put my hands on you. Now you could. And I'm just like, you're so delusional. It's not even funny. Like, it's not even funny. And it was to a point where I had called my father for help because I felt helpless. Like, this is the only guy I had out there. I didn't really have no family out here. Like, I didn't have nobody out here. So I called my father. Mind you, I don't tell my father my business, nor my personal relationship, nothing. I don't tell my father nothing. I needed help. I need my father to come. He was sitting there. I'm on the phone with my father. We in the same room. He gonna break the TV because he brought that TV in there. So he gonna break this is my TV. You're not gonna stay here with my shit. Boom, broke the TV. I'm like, are you serious? Like, while I'm on the phone with my father? Like, to mind you, I have pictures and videos of all of this stuff, but I just don't know if I'm gonna enter all of it or enter any of it at all. But he did that. Now I'm telling my father, like, somebody do something because he keeps trying to fight me. And I'm on the phone like, stop trying to fight me. Stop trying to fight me. Stop trying to hit me. Stop getting in my face. Stop being a bully. He like, I'm not trying to hit you. I'm not trying to hit you. All in my face, like, doing all of this. Like, and I'm looking at him in his eyes. He don't even look like the same dude. Like, it was so scary. It was like a psychopath. Like, I can't explain it to you. And that was the things that used to scare me all the time, because it's like, how could you be so loving and affectionate and caring and so, like, all of this amazingness, like, and then you could switch up and just be this whole different person I don't even recognize, to the point where when we used to fight sometimes, I used to be looking at him like, stop. Like, stop. Just stop. Stop. Why are you doing this? Like, stop. You can't control him. Once he in that different mode, you can't control him. And that shit always used to scare me so much, because I'm just like, bro, like, what am I gonna do? Like, I feel trapped. I feel alone. Every time I tell him to leave, he don't want to leave. He want to try to fight me and this, that, and the third. And then he want to try to make up after. Like, it was just a constant cycle. After this last time, he wound up bringing his friend to my house or whatever, and his friend sitting there, his dumbass friend, trying to antagonize me, trying to make it seem like, oh, he never put his hands on me, and like, I'm a liar. Like, you in my house being disrespectful. I really should have stuck it up. It's like, once you think about what you should have did way after, when it's just like, damn, I really should have did something else, but whatever. And got a video of that too, but that was what it was. We didn't speak. And my parents literally felt so scared for me. They paid my rent and forced me, literally at this point, to come back to New York. My stepmother came up here. She threw shit out, whatever the case may be. And he went on his merry way. So he was doing what he was doing, whatever the case may be. And after my parents did all of that for me, after he put his hands on me so bad that time, like, he still was calling me while I was in New York, and I was still entertaining him, and I was still on the phone with him. And he would make sure he say things like, I love you, and da-da-da, and I'm like, I love you too, and I'm just so used to it, and I'm just so lost, and I'm just so, like, I love him so much, but I know I can't be with him, and it's only a matter of time, you know? So then we wound up secretly getting back together. You have to know when to just, like, walk away. Like, and I lost my self-worth so long ago. Like, I lost my self-worth so long ago. And it's like, I don't know why I felt like this is the best I can get, because that's the best I thought I could get. Like, the way he loved me was like no other, but the way he hurt me was like no other. Like, I can't explain it. Like, it was too much love, to the point where I felt like he was really gonna, like, one day, like, take me out. It was just so bad. And it's like, I don't even feel like he recognized who he was when he got like that. Like, that's how dangerous it was. You understand? We secretly got back together, and I told him, like, maybe you should go back to Florida and just get yourself together. And, you know, I could get myself together here, and then we could come back together and make this work. Like, you know, so that was a plan. And I was looking for new apartments, which is the apartment I'm sitting right now. And I guess he wasn't really feeling it, because I wasn't making it a group effort. I was just kind of doing my own thing. So I guess he was feeling some type of way. I wasn't including him, and but it's like, how could I? I'm never gonna sign up to be somewhere with you and this is how you treat me, this is how you act. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, yeah, you could stay with me, but we're not both going on this lease so I could be stuck with you. Like, I'm not doing that. That's how I really feel. I'm not doing that. So he wound up going back to Miami. He wound up taking both the dogs, and he just he did all of that to get me back once again. And then as soon as he left, he was cheating on me before he left. Let's just say that. We got back into a relationship, and he cheated on me. He was cheating on me before he left. I'll tell you how I found that out in a few. And once he got to Miami, like, he stopped talking to me as much. He, like, kept leading me on and letting me down. Like, yeah, I'm doing this for us. I'm so depressed. And I was so depressed too. And I was telling him, like, my mental health is not okay. Like, I'm doing real bad and I need you. Like, I just need you to tell me it's okay. Like, I just need you to whatever. And he just felt like he was going through so much at the time that he couldn't even give me that. So I just felt like, I kind of felt bad, because it's like, damn, we both going through things. You want me to be there for you. I want you to be there for me, but you can't be there for me. And I'm so messed up, I can't even be there for you. It was just bad. So that wound up going on for some time, y'all. That wound up going on for some time. And then I just had a feeling again. I had that feeling, and I was like, this man is cheating on me. I know he's cheating on me. I know he is. Like, I know he is, and I just couldn't prove it or nothing. He was very discreet about the things he did, and it was just certain things I just kind of knew he was doing him, but I couldn't prove it, of course. But I was 100% faithful. Let me tell y'all something. When I moved into this apartment, the only thing I got moved in here was my couch and my bed by a mover. Everything else in this apartment, I was the muscle. Isaiah, my friend Isaiah, he helped me like 5%. 95%, everything was me. So it was just kind of like, so many men. Like, I'm just thinking about how much I did to move. So many men, so many people offered to help me, seeing me struggle, moving everything with that wagon I got, that rectangle wagon I was telling you about. They watching me just move shelves and this big, you know how heavy that damn shelf is, lifting it up, doing it everything by myself. I got offered, even a dude who took me on a date offered to help me, because he always used to flirt with me, but I always used to not. I wasn't on that because I had a boyfriend and I was faithful to him. I was not playing that. I told him though. I told so many men no, and they just sat there and watched me struggle to lift things into my car. Certain things a lot of them you needed two men to do. Like, it was a lot. So that's why I was really mad. It was just so much I was mad about. But long story short, he wound up coming here. Something had happened, because he kept saying, yeah, we're gonna watch a movie together, don't even call me that night. Or, yeah, I'm gonna call you back, don't call me back. So it's like I built trauma behind him just saying he gonna call me back and don't call me back. You in a whole different state where you usually do you, and you going missing. What else am I supposed to think? You're not communicating me. You're giving me an ass to kiss. You being mad secretive. Like, what am I supposed to think? And what I thought was right. I was spot on with everything, right? So one day he sent edible arrangements to my house, and to this day I hate edible arrangements. Not because I really hate it, but because every time I got edible arrangements, it was a I'm sorry gift. It was like, I'm sorry. So here I got, oh my god, like teddy bear, I'm sorry, with the notice side. This happened to me at least 3 times. So like, literally, I don't want no edible arrangements. I'm sorry, don't send that shit to my house, for real. So he told me something. I forgot what he told me, but he wound up sending edible arrangements. I called him. I just broke down in tears, because anything at the time, I was so desperate for just some type of uplifting. I just wanted him to say he loved me, or like he believed in me, or something, anything. Like, I didn't give a fuck what it was. Like, I didn't care. He was like, you're welcome, baby girl, I love you. This, that, and the third. Disappeared on me for the rest of the day. Sent me what he sent me and disappeared. So I was angry. I blocked him. I did the whole down, because one thing about me, I'm gonna block you. So next thing you know, I'm hurt by this, whatever. He wound up calling me, telling me he downstairs. No, I'm lying. He calls me from the airport. He's like, you blocked my number. I'm on my way out there. I just got off the flight with the dog, and this, that, and the third. I was happy. I was so happy. I was like, I thought you forgot about me. This, that, and the third. Like, I was just so happy to just see his face, y'all. I was just so happy. I would never forget. I opened that door, And I just jumped on him, and I was so happy. I forgot all the bad stuff that happened. I forgot all the times he was avoiding me. I forgot all the times he didn't call me back. I forgot all the times I felt like he was cheating. Everything I forgot. I just saw his face. I missed him so much. It been like 3 months since we saw each other physically. Like, I was just so happy. He came here. What did he do when he came here? Spent a couple of days with me, and I remember I would never forget, he told me, like, he used to watch me sleep and just think, like, damn, like, I have to come clean. I really got to tell her everything that's been going on. That nigga, he was never going to tell me. He was never going to tell me. You can't pay me to believe he was going to tell me what he was doing to me. Anyways, child. So, once we just wasn't, once again, not going nowhere, laid up in the house, being... Then he started going out with his friends. Once again, I don't be the type to stop. Like, you always going out with your friends. I'm not that type of person. Like, look, you want to go out, you want to have fun, cool. Because if I want to go out and have fun, I'm going to do that. So, that's what happened. And he just started coming in when the sun came up. And I'm like, why every time you come in, you waking me up on my sleep, number one, because I hate when people wake me up on my sleep. Don't ever wake me up on my sleep. That will piss me off. That's number one. And number two, why every time you come in, the birds is chirping? Like, every time I come in, I still try to come in at a decent time, like 3 in the morning. Like, something, you go out to the club and no, I didn't have a curfew. Nobody couldn't tell me nothing. But just because I don't need to be out all extra times of the night. And I knew he would feel away. And he would say that he would feel away if I came in too late. So I never tried to drag it. Plus, we back on good terms. Like, what? So he wound up doing exactly what he wouldn't want me to do, child. Next thing you know, one day he came in the house. The sun was all the way up. The sun was all the way up. I said, absolutely not. Something not right. He woke me up. He drunk, passed out, laid in the bed. I said, where's that phone? Where's that phone? I used to have his password. He changed his password. I said, oh, we changing passwords now? Mind you, I said, God, maybe it's not meant for me to look through the phone. Maybe I'm going to have to find out another way. Maybe I'm going to have to find out another way. God said the laptop. I said the laptop. I said the laptop. Yes, the laptop. Y'all, I went to the living room. I went through his whole laptop. If y'all don't remember the story time I told y'all earlier on my channel, why you should not go through a man's phone. If I didn't learn once, I learned again. It was everything I thought it was. The girl he was calling a deadbeat because him and his girl, some girl gave him his dog. And they had a thing together, but she was such a bad mother. She abandoned the dogs and terrible this and took so much whatever. He was vibing with her out there, driving around with her out there. Was another girl he was going to give her son, some other girl, going to buy her son food and all different types of stuff. Some girls would send him naked pictures and videos. This is 3 different girls I'm talking about. And then the last girl, it wasn't the last girl actually, just... It was a whole bunch of girls, and I know I would have seen worse on Instagram. I know I would have seen worse, and God just made me not get into that phone because I know I would have seen worse. He was talking to this girl that I grew up with, and they had a picture kissing in his bonnet. Because remember, he was so stressed out. He this, that, and the third, like whatever the case may be, in the bonnet, and they was kissing in the car. So you're comfortable around her. He wrote me for Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day, which... I'm not a mother, but you know how men could get sometimes. He also wrote her Happy Mother's Day because he dumped in her. And he said that in the text messages, like, oh, Happy Mother's Day because I this, that, and the third in you. I still have that picture in my phone. I still have all the screenshots of everything I'm telling y'all. Everything I'm telling y'all right now, I have receipts for. Everything. Don't ask me why it's still on my phone. I just make everything accessible just in case I gotta use it one day. Okay? Mind you, he stayed. Once the situation happened, I threw a couple water in his face. Get up. I was on bullshit. Like, get up. I was wailing on him. This, that, and the third. He finally gets up. He's mad, telling me how he was effing a receptionist in his building. Because I'm talking so crazy to him, he just starts saying anything. He was effing a receptionist in his building anyway, so he don't care. Cursing me out, da-da-da. Mind you, he made himself stay an extra 2 weeks at my house just to try to make it work with me. And I was done with him. I was done with him. He was doing the most desperate shit. And I was done with him. I was done with him. You're done here. That broke my heart to pieces. So after 2 weeks, he finally left. he went to back to where he was at or whatever, and we were speaking about our investment, which was the dog, and there's monthly payments you have to pay for the dogs because we financed her. And he was acting like he didn't want to help me, and then of course I broke down to him because he was acting so nonchalant, which is gonna be at the end of the story. He did this again. He be trying to act like he living such a great life without me, and it's like, why are you trying to shit on me and you hurt me? Like, why are you trying to shit on me and you hurt me? I don't get that. I don't understand that. Trying to make it seem like he don't got time for this. I'm crying. He like, look, I don't got time for this. Like, I'm busy. I can't be like doing this right now. So just dismissing me. I'm like, you know what? All right, whatever. So now it comes time for me to go to New York. So now I'm getting over him. I'm starting to talk to this new dude I had met. And the new dude was making me feel great. Like he was doing his thing. Like he was really doing his thing, y'all. He was doing his thing. The thing was doing what it had to do. He was treating me so good. From, of course, what he could do or whatever. Oh God, y'all, I know I've been talking about this for so long, and even when I went live I was talking for so long. He wound up contacting me again, like trying to gaslight me and tell me that he don't feel bad for cheating on me, and he had to do what he had to do because I was treating him like shit and this, that, and the third. And it's like, but why was I treating you like shit? Look what you did to me, bro. Like, you trying to, I'm telling you, even to this day, he still tries to justify the bad things that he's done to me because I was treating him so bad. But look at what you was doing for me to treat you bad. You was not a good person to me. And when you was good, it was for a brief time, like it always is. You know? So that was this whole thing. He never really apologized. He don't regret nothing and this, that, and the third. He was moving crazy. So as soon as I went to New York, because he know once I go to New York, you know what's up. The lineup is there. He want to call my phone every day. And when I disappear, he can't trust me. I'm in a spot with my friends and he's like, see, this is what I be talking about. You just disappearing on me. And this, don't you disappear on me all the time? Like, we're not together no more. You have your fun in Florida. Have your fun. But when I'm out having my fun, now you want to be on my body? Now you want to be on my body? No, I'm not doing that. So he wound up coming back out here because he was supposed to be doing something with his friend, but his friend wound up leaving him for dead. Literally, I had to come save the day like I always do. And he wound up staying with me. And that wasn't a part of the plan because I had a new journey. So what happened? Like, what happened? Even when my journey came to stay, came to visit me and everything like that, like we had a great time and, you know, whatever the case. You know, he found out that I was talking to some dude, but I just felt like, what happened? What happened? Why are you, like, mad about it? You literally are talking to so many women, still having sex with so many women, still doing what you're doing, but you're mad? Now he's here, he's trying to win me back now and do all this extra nice stuff. And, you know, I had got offered an opportunity to be on Love and Hip Hop, y'all, twice while I was dealing with this dude. The first time I declined it because we first had started talking, and like I told y'all, that feeling that he gave me in the beginning was worth not being on TV to me. It was worth it. This time around, he was, this is not a good look for you, and you shouldn't do nothing like that, and just bringing me down, trying to, you know, give me every reason why I shouldn't do it and why this, that, and third. And I'm just like, but this could help my career. Like, literally on Love and Hip Hop, y'all. I could have been on Love and Hip Hop twice. I spoke to the who I spoke to, what's the lady name, one of the producers. I was supposed to be, I'm not gonna say his name, but I was supposed to be somebody love interest on the show. And he wasn't jacking. Of course he's not gonna jack me being nobody love interest on the show, but yeah, I was supposed to be in Love and Hip Hop, and I wound up not doing it. Anyways, he wound up asking me, like, am I gonna stop talking to new dude for him? Like, am I still gonna mess with him? And I didn't answer him. And of course we fought, and it was this whole big thing because I didn't answer him. I didn't say yes or no, but I didn't answer because I'm scared to say no, but I'm not gonna say yes because that's not the truth. That's not the truth. So, you know, we got into it, and it was just a constant on and off. Every time he came around me, I didn't want him around me for too long because I would get unmotivated. Like, I wouldn't want to work, and I would get discouraged. Like, you know, he would try his ones and twos to, like, uplift me and, you know, do certain things, but then turn around and then do things to hurt me at the same time. So at that point, I realized that that's who he really is, and he's just going to try to be good to me depending on how he feel, or if he need to use me for something. I don't know. So now we're getting towards the end of the story. I'm about to really wrap this up because I feel like this video is too long, but long story short, in between time, we wound up getting into a few fights, which obviously I also have receipts for. And it got so bad to the point where he really choked me so bad. First of all, he obviously attacked me, so we're fighting on the floor. Then I'm cursing at him, we going back and forth, this, that, and the third. Then he choked me to the point where I literally could not breathe. Like, literally, I thought I was about to pass out. You know, somebody choked you so long, so hard, that, like, your eyes start watering and, like, you're not receiving no oxygen at all. So I'm gasping for air, doing that whole thing. And I'm like, I said, you almost just killed me or some shit. I said something like that. And I was talking crazy to him, like, see, this what the fuck I'm talking about, blah, 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 blah. He does the same thing again, chokes me so hard over my sink, like, I can't breathe. I cannot breathe. And I just got out the biggest kitchen I could find, and I backed him down, like, look, I'm not about to do this with you. Like, if I gotta do what I gotta do to you to defend myself, then I gotta do what I gotta do, because you're out of control. I'm a little woman, like, I'm so petite. Like, why do you keep trying to overpower me by putting your hands on me? Like, I don't get that. You can't handle my mouth. You can't handle my mouth, you know? And it got so bad, y'all. I'm just throwing in this random moment because it's something I remember and I'm still mad about it to this day. He had told me that second time when he had cheated on me and then he eventually left, he was talking to some girl, whatever case may be. Don't ask me why he told me this. I don't know. This is another thing that he just don't know how to stop talking. He always tell me I never know how to just TFU. I'm trying to keep my cursing to a minimum. This girl helped him make some money. She helped him make some money. So she was low on rent for her shop, and he went and paid $1,500, put towards $1,500 to her shop. You watch me struggle. You watch me struggle. You watch me struggle. You don't do shit for me. You watch me struggle. I held it down so many times for you. I spent my last on her so many times, and you could just go ahead. Some girl you just started talking to, or I don't even know if you just started, but somebody you just met that don't care about you, don't do nothing about you, your quick little fling, and you want to show off like you got some type of money or something that you doing, and you spending money on her. Meanwhile, you watch me be broke. You don't never want to do nothing with me. You don't ever want to show me the good sides of you. You don't ever want me to experience nothing with you unless you do something wrong. Every time you do something wrong, that's when you show up for me. Any other time, you don't never be there for me. So I'm so confused. How you quick to spend money on somebody else. You watch me struggle. You watch me be broke for so long. And not even broke, because I wasn't technically broke, but you wound up watching me hold everything down for so long just for you to spend your money real quick on somebody you just met. You one of those type of dudes? Like, you want to show everybody what type of dude you want to be, but you're not that type of dude. And you was quick to spend it on somebody you just met and watch me. It's like he always watched me struggle. He always watched me struggle. But then when he needs some help, he want to be the first one. I'm the first one he come to because he know I'm going to hold it down. But don't never want to treat me good, though. Don't never want to give me the good sides of him, though. Right? So fast forward into this last situation, you know. I had called him oh, God. We had gotten to this fight one time. And I had literally told him something about him not being, but he got mad at me because I was ignoring him. He had said something that hurt my feelings the day before, and I was ignoring him the next day. Like, I went to the gym, I was doing my vibes, like, you know, I was on a whole different type of time, and he got mad. I wasn't talking to him, I was ignoring him, whatever the case may be. Mind you, it wasn't even really technically ignoring him because we wasn't speaking, but I was ignoring him because I was acting like he wasn't there. And I said something along the lines of, you mad because I'm actually working and being being productive. But the way I said it, I was literally saying, like, how are you mad because I'm sitting there trying to be productive and something. But I didn't say it like, oh, you're mad because I'm trying to be productive and you're not. It wasn't that. But I guess that's how he took it, whatever. Of course, he attacked me. That's when that whole choking situation had happened. He had spit on my floor. Like, literally, he was talking mad crazy to me and then spit on my floor. Ew, why would you spit on my floor? That you're such a disgusting person. Like, why would you spit on my floor? Like, oh my God, I don't know what. Moving forward, any other time he was going through what he going through and still going through what he going through, and it became a point where I didn't even want to be with him no more. Like, of course there was a piece of me that still had hopes and figured like we would make it out the storm somehow, but I really knew we was giving CPR to a death situation. Like, it was done. And I would just always look out for him. My door was always open to him. He always popped up here, and I always opened the door for him. Like, even when my heart was hurting, even when I was trying to heal from him, even when I was trying to stay away from him, I don't call him. I don't check up on him. I don't nothing, because I feel like he didn't deserve that from me. But he always tried to freeload off me. You know what this boy had the nerve to say to me? Oh, that's the least you could do for putting me through what you put me through. Huh? The least I could do is be there for you in your time of need? But you could never be there for me in my time of need? You want me to support you? You want me to motivate you? He wanted so many things for me that he was not doing for me. He was not doing for me. One time he helped me construct this chart of when I wanted to launch my new business. And that's what he still holds over my head to this day. Like, I charge for stuff like that. Consulting. I charge for consulting and all that. I charge for a lot of things I let you get over on me for free. Are you bugging? Lost me. He lost me. He lost me. He literally lost me. So this time around, y'all, and this is like this is the end of the story. What wound up leading up to the final days was, you know, like I said, my door was always open for him when he needed it. You know, there was a lot of times I spent my last on him. You know, he knows what I'm talking about. There was a lot of times where I didn't even have it, and I still found a way to make sure we was good. You know, I pay a lot of money in bills a month. Like, you know, as an entrepreneur, things get hard sometimes. You go through things sometimes you cannot control. And I didn't have a lot of motivation, so I don't be like motivated enough to get up and just make content and stuff. Like, that's why my content has been decreasing, because notice how in the beginning of 2021, my content, my numbers was doing good. Now my numbers are terrible because I'm not into it. Like, I'm just doing it to make money at this point. It's like I lost my love for it. And besides the fact of losing my love for hair videos and stuff like that, it's because I'm just not, my energy is not good. Like, I've been drained of my energy for so long. You don't understand how having a toxic parent or a partner can affect your work ethic. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot, especially when somebody wants you to believe that you're such a terrible person. Like, it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. So that really has affected me and my money and just so many things, and that's why I'm going so hard now. But anyways, this last situation was really it for me, because like I said, it was anytime he needed me, anytime somebody like just disregarded him. And he said himself that my crib is his safe place. He said that, like, this is his safe place. And, you know, he always come to me when he needs some support or needs somebody that really cares for him and love him to be there for him. And it was so many situations he had got into where he came to me and wanted to stay here for a while. But it's like, you want to stay here. Of course, the first few days is cool. But it's just like, then you want to stay here. You don't want to clean up after yourself. You're trying to make things harder for me. You talking to me crazy. Like, how every time I let you in, I'm trying to help you and do you a favor. I'm not even looking for you to be my man. Like, only thing I tell you to do when you in my crib, don't talk to no girls while you in my crib. Don't disrespect my crib. That's the only thing I was asking him. You want to do what you want to do. I'm not sitting here trying to control you. He like, oh, I wanted to live in my world and I wanted to make it all about me. Yeah, when you're in my world, meaning my house, you're going to respect me. You're going to do things my way. He didn't like that. He felt like, oh, I can do whatever I want. This, that. No, when you in somebody's crib, you respect how they feel. Especially because you're not my man no more. I'm just sitting here helping you. But I'm still healing from you. This is what he did not understand. I'm still healing from you, but I love you and I care about you and I don't want to see you down bad. So I'm trying to be here for you as much as I can while trying to still be there for myself. Because you're not going to be there for me. You're not going to be there for me. What? You're not going to be there for me. So, oh my God, he left, went to Miami, and I tell him every time he go to Miami, like, I don't even really like talking to him, period, because I know how that whole thing could get. But I tell him, if you go to Miami, you just do you. Like, don't sit there and do the same things that you used to do before, because I'm going to start tripping over it. Because, of course, I still have feelings for him, but it was just like, we've been not having this idea of getting back together. But he still would make it seem like, not even make it seem, he would verbally say, I'm trying to work on us, like, I want to build us, like, I want to get us back here, and I want to do this for us, a family, this, that, and third. He always was saying this. So, of course, a piece of me in my head is just like, oh, okay, so I guess I could still entertain him, giving myself excuses, which is so stupid. And he would go to Miami and do everything I would tell him not to do. Like, everything that would trigger me, he would do. And I'm like, why do you keep showing up at my door and keep trying to make me be there for you? And then try to lead me on to believe one thing. And then as soon as you in the situation, you do exactly what I expressed to you already hurts my feelings and triggered me. If you don't have to call me back, if you're not going to call me back, don't say you're going to call me back. He would purposefully go out his way to be like, no, I'm going to call you back in 10 minutes. I promise I'm going to, like, do the whole thing and still not do it. So he would get mad when I would get nasty with him. Like, you sit here purposefully trying to hurt me now. Because there's no way I'm telling you what I'm going through and you're still doing exactly what I told you not to do. There's no way. There's no way. So I got mad at him or whatever. I stopped talking to him. His birthday had came. I told him happy birthday, mad late on his birthday. I didn't even want to say happy birthday to him. Look, my best friend is the reason. My best friend is the reason I said happy birthday to him, because I was not going to say happy birthday. Then, even before that, for Valentine's Day, he called me like, happy Valentine's Day, baby girl. Mind you, for this Valentine's Day, I wasn't planning on doing nothing with nobody. I wasn't really talking to nobody. Like, I'm still kind of not talking to nobody. So it's just kind of like, I didn't expect nothing from nobody. I was just kind of doing my own thing. And I was going to do like a self-care day or whatever the case may be. And he called me happy Valentine's Day, baby girl, early. As soon as he came out the bank or whatever the case may be, he like, yeah, this, that, and the third. I'm going to call you back. What he said? He said something, but he's like, he gonna call me back. Goes to me for the rest of Valentine's Day. And I just felt like, so I could be there for you anytime you need me. But on love day, I gotta watch everybody get shown some love. But you can't even show me an ounce of love. And I always hold it down for you, even when I shouldn't. And it's like, this is my thing. I'm gonna actually say that to the end. But that hurt my feelings. So I cut him off. He like, oh, he gonna come. What he said? He was like, oh, he gonna text me. He gonna take me out when he come back out here, this, that, and the third. I don't even want that from you no more. I don't even want that from you no more. Like, you just don't care about me. You just use me to your convenience, and then when you good, you don't never let me be a part of your life. When you good, you don't try when you're good. But when you're bad, that's when he tries the most. That's when he tries the most. That's when he wants to be here the most, when he's down bad. But when he up, he's never going to bring me up with him. Never. And he never did. He never did. He never brought me up with him. Never. I don't care what he say. I don't care what narrative he try to paint. Oh, for your birthday, I was doing this, that, and the third for you, 2020. That was years ago. That was years ago. He didn't try to do nothing for me ever after that. He was up. Nothing. You see what he did when he got a piece of money. He spent it on somebody he just met. Anyways. Oh, God. So we wound up he came here and I wound up kicking him out. I got the concierge to get him. I was trying to get him up out of here, but I guess he thought I was trying to call the cops, so he left. We stopped speaking for a while. Leave me the f alone.
Like, you drive?
No, the f I'm not. Leave me the f alone. What the f?
Yo, you drag.
I'm not playing with you.
Yo, bro, you're dragging shit so much. I didn't do nothing to you. You're getting me mad, and I'm gonna beat you the f up. That's how mad you getting me. You're violating me, bro. You always violate me. It's my birthday. Just leave me the fuck alone for once. You always gotta violate me. Stop. Stop. I didn't do nothing to you.
Okay.
I didn't do nothing to you.
You're gonna make me mad. I'm gonna beat you the f up.
Yes, get the fuck I started. Because you violated me and I didn't do nothing to you. Leave me the f alone.
That's how we move.
Because I should be sleeping up in bed right now.
That's how we
next
move.
to the woman I love. But you wanna
I'm not the woman you love. I'm not the woman you love.
You wanna
That's not what this is no more.
Yo, bro, this is just fucking annoying.
I'm not the woman you love.
You just wanna violate me. You don't stop.
I just wanna violate you. He comes here uninvited. Don't talk to me. They wanna come here and say he don't give a about my feelings. But I wanna violate? But he wants to sleep so peacefully in my crib? Is he losing his mind?
You're just so fucking selfish, bro.
I don't give a no more. I don't give a
Stop.
You can call me whatever.
Yo, bro, stop all of this shit, bro.
No, you stop.
Stop.
You stop.
Yo, this
it don't work on your time. I asked you nicely. You want to act like you can't hear me? All right. So what is there left to say?
Where the f am I going?
What the f does that have to do with me? You not about to treat me like whatever, and then think you about to just come here and sleep peacefully.
Should I?
Yeah, treat me like whatever. Treat me like whatever. I don't need.
So
that's not my
get my
responsibility.
money. What's your problem?
Who's stopping you from getting your money?
You.
How?
Always a
how?
Yo, bro, you know what? I'm gonna
Then I had called him one day because I thought I was okay. And like I said, we had an investment together. I don't feel like I should pay that by myself. Like, we got this together. And this is reflecting on me and my credit. Like, I already got my own stuff to deal with. We got to deal with this problem together because we got it together. Like, I don't understand why it has to be left on me. Yeah. he was just giving me, he was trying to flex on me. Mind you, when he around me, he always be wanting me to do his hair and just get him pumped so he could be motivated. And once again, he didn't understand that he wasn't doing nothing to motivate me. And I've been over him, and all he does is hurt me. I don't have no desire to want to motivate you. Go find that somewhere else. Go do that. You coming to me for the wrong reasons. You don't never show up for me when it's time for you to be there for me. Never. So don't expect me to be there for you. And I've been told him that. I don't understand why he didn't get that. His hair is done now. Now he got new clothes. Now he's looking like something. That one time me and her stopped speaking or whatever, he like, oh, when he go outside, the girls make him feel like he's him. The people make him feel like he's him. He was flexing on me that day. Like, every single time we break up, he flexes on me. Every time we stop talking, he flexes on me. Every time. So he got his new clothes. He walking around his new crib because now he got a crib. Now you got a car. Now you got money. Of course, as soon as I stop messing with you, now you want to do that to prove a point. Like, oh, I'm good without you. So why you don't put in an equal amount of work to do all of that while you're with me so we can actually beat something? Why? Because you want to leech off me. You want to use me as much as you can. And then once you get on your own, that's when you want to, whatever. He's purposefully, I'm sitting there. Now I start crying, y'all. I'm not going to lie. I broke down. I started crying because I knew he was trying to shit on me. And it just hurt my feelings. It's like, damn. Forget looking at it in a relationship aspect. I really be there for you. And you always trying to shit on me, bro. When nobody is there for you, when nobody has time for you, when nobody got nothing for you, I'm always there, and not even voluntarily. I don't say, hey, I could be there for you. It's like you dropping a baby at the doorstep. That's kind of the vibe it give, and then I just open my door and just take care of the fucking baby. Like, that's the vibe it kind of give me. So I'm just sitting here like, all right. I was hurt. My feelings was hurt. I was crying. I'm sitting there bawling my eyes out. I'm crying so bad, y'all. I'm crying so, like, my words, and you know how hard it is to get somebody to understand you, and get somebody who purposefully wants to misunderstand you, and somebody who just doesn't get it and so stuck in their ways and want to justify everything that they do to hurt you because, oh, well, you hurt me, and it's just like a tit for tat. It's just so annoying. I was fed up, y'all. He's sitting there on his phone. I'm sitting there crying. He's smiling at his phone like he texting somebody, like trying to antagonize me, like really trying to hurt me because I kicked him out because he want to pop up at my door. And once I opened the door for him, he like, after the Valentine's Day and the birthday thing, he like, what did I do? What did I do? I didn't do nothing to you. You ruined my birthday. You da-da-da-da. Me. It's all about me. Me. And I'm like, bro, you just hurt my feelings, bro. You ghosted me for Love Day. What? And then his reasoning for doing that, he like, oh, well, he's single. He's not obligated to have to talk to me. But I been told you were single and you didn't have to do that. You want to force me to believe that it's going to be something else and that you want it to be something else. But as soon as it doesn't work in your favor, now it's, oh, I'm single and I'm not obligated. But when I'm single and not obligated, you cursing me out. You making me feel like I'm terrible. You making me feel like I'm hurting you. You see how the pattern, like, it's... Anyways, y'all. After that time, I said, you know what? I'm done. And my mental health has declined greatly. I'm not going to get into that right now, but my mental health is not okay. I'm not okay. Between him and just so many other things going on in my life, like, I'm not okay. And he plays over majority of a part. And I went on live. I went on Instagram live, and I told everything I'm telling y'all. And I just wanted to make a video about it because I want to hold myself accountable, and I want to bring awareness of these different patterns. And I just want y'all to understand that God is always going to, when God knows that a situation is not for you, he's going to keep making it worse for you until you get it. And it's so hard to tear away from and give up on somebody that you really love. And it even hurts me to do this and like put everything out there because, like I said, I'm speaking what I'm speaking. I don't know how I'm going to edit this video. I don't know how, whatever. I always felt the need to protect him. And I never wanted nobody to think he was a bad person. Of course, I would talk when I'm talking to my friends or whatever the case may be. Of course, I'm going to talk about him and talk crazy about him. But publicly, I would never do that. And now, this is how I know I'm fed up. And the way he just treats me just lets me know that he don't care about me. He's going to use me every chance he get. And he's out to get me. And he always saying, oh, I act like I'm his enemy. I don't act like I'm your enemy. I just treat you how you treat me. And when I'm really over you, you just don't like how I move. And now we're enemies. And now I don't care about him. And I told him that I don't care about him. I don't love you no more. I don't care about you no more. I'm good with you. Like, I'm good. And I'm making this video, like I said, to make awareness and to hold myself accountable. I'm not going back, and once I go public like this, I'm not going back. Because I was being dumb in private. Yes, I was. But that's because it was private. Now that it's public, I feel like I have the responsibility to make smarter decisions. I have a little sister. I have young women looking up to me. And I personally want to be better myself. And I don't want to ever in my life be in a situation where I feel like I'm so attached to somebody that I love that I lose my self-worth. And I don't realize how much value I really have. Never want to be in that situation again. And it's going to be hard. Like, it's gonna be hard, but I know I can do this. And you know, I got a reading and I read horoscopes. Like, I'm so deep into that. I don't think I'm crazy, y'all, but you know, everything has been telling me to let go. And I just think it's so funny how for a month and change, 2 months, my horoscope has been spot on as far as letting go, new beginnings, this, that, and the third. I don't feel like it's a coincidence because these horoscopes are general for the zodiac sign, so it's so funny how they're always spot on with my situation. It's gonna be hard, y'all. Like I said, I really did love this person, and I really did care about this person. I really did have hope for this person, but I'm tired, and I know I deserve better, and I always think like it can never get better, or I can't get better than this person. But I don't know what's on the other side, but at this point, I'm just ready to throw myself out there and just whatever happens, happens. So, I know I could do this. This was like a therapy session, so if you watched to the end, thank you so much. I know this video was very long. Once again, I did this for me. I don't care who talks about me. I don't care who judges me. I don't care. This is for me. This is for awareness, and this is just to show y'all that if you're going through a situation like this, like, you're not alone. You don't have to be subjected to look a certain way or be a certain type of person for this to happen to you. It could literally happen to anybody, like, literally. So we moving forward, y'all, and I want to take y'all on my journey as far as like taking accountability and really just having a funeral for this person in my head. Like, I'm good and I'm ready. So yeah, y'all, thank y'all so much for listening. I appreciate y'all, and once again, thanks for tuning in. I hope I helped some of y'all, and yeah, I'm off this.